So basically, Jaehoon mining only out of his main base at the moment. He's obviously going to be able to mine at this expansion again pretty quickly here. As soon as he takes care of this stuff, these lurkers. But in the meantime, not mining very much at all. He's only mining off of his main right now, which is low on minerals as it is. And what is he doing? He's, oh my god, trying to go for a storm drop, and he wow, that was careless, I think, by Jaehoon, running his shuttle just through enemy fire and not trying to be sneaky by taking it in through the side or anything like that, just running it straight in through the middle and getting his shuttle taken out. Only one Templar got out. I think there was probably another Templar in there at least. Um, by the way, 1-2 upgrades for Jaliserg, and it looks like 0 shields and armor for Jaehoon. I'm not sure. He must have at least weapons 1 or 2 upgraded by now. Uh, I've got to assume he's got at least level 2 weapons by this point, but he may not. But anyways, yeah, failed storm drop, only getting one drone, I think, or no, 2 drones, and basically the storm drops are the things that can bring him back into this game because he's so far behind at this point. It's ridiculous, and he needs to do something like that to try and get back into this game, and pretty badly failing at that is going to hurt his chances of getting back into the game. Basically, oh, that was a drop. Oh, I didn't even realize that the overlords were running away, and he was actually getting ready for a drop. So I have a feeling he's still going to proceed with his drop. Yeah, I don't even know if Jaehoon saw those Hydralisks falling out of the overlords. Scourge is going in. Scourges are going to be able to chase away any Corsairs that try and engage. They're going to be able to at least occupy them. Whoa! The Corsairs attacking the Scourges. Scourge is going in. The Overlord's almost within range. He's not going in with the Scourges because he wants to wait until the Overlords are there so they can get their Hydralisks out. The Overlords are there. The Overlords are going to get torn apart, but the Hydralisks are dropping out. A few get taken out by Storm. Another Storm is probably going to go down here in a second, taking out one... No, not even taking out any Hydralisks. Doing a lot of damage, but still, Julyzerg doing a nice little drop here. And that could have gone really, really badly for Julyzerg. I mean, he could have lost the Overlords to Corsairs. He could have lost all of his Hydralisks to Storms, and neither of which happened. Julyzerg just beautifully maneuvering around those bad possibilities and getting the drop off, not doing a ton of damage, but still, most Zergs would not have been able to even get that drop off at all. Julyzerg accomplishing it with great style there, very nicely done. So yeah, Jaehoon back to his 3 bases here, but still, Jaliserg has a major advantage. Now, Jaliserg hasn't expanded in a while. He's still been going off of these 5 bases. I think that's kind of a little bit of a mistake. Given all this pressure he's been putting on, he had the leeway to expand again, but he just hasn't yet. And what is he doing? Let's drop the Reaver. And actually, that's not bad. A Scarab going off and a Storm. Very nicely done, but... again, just kind of flying straight through the middle of things, not trying to come in from the side or anything like that, which he could have done. He could have saved those units pretty easily if he'd just, come in from below, the sort of from the bottom left of that base. He could have easily dropped the Reaver outside of range of that sunken colony, and or gotten a couple storms off before the Hydralisks were able to catch him or anything, something like that. Just didn't quite pull it off, and. That's it's little things like that add up over time, and that's why Julyzerg is pretty much going to take this game in the long run here. So a few Dragoons finally coming out here. You want to build Dragoons against Lurkers, and yeah, I think these are the first Dragoons we've seen all game, despite the fact that there have been Lurkers around. Although there haven't been a lot of Lurkers, just 2 or 3 here and there. So it hasn't been tragic that he hasn't gotten many Dragoons before this, but now that there's more Lurkers out, he's going to need those Dragoons. Storm going off on a few of the Lurkers there. Oh, he can't bunch up don't want to bunch. Oh, he's got his Lurkers bunched up. If a Storm goes off on those Lurkers, that would be tragic for Jaliserg, but he's just got too many units in the way, though. Jaehoon falling back and not able to get a Storm off or anything like that, and Jaliserg, I'm sure, is going to unburrow those in just a moment and spread them out a little bit more. Yeah, well, let's see if he actually spreads them out or not. If they're all... Oh, he's still got them bunched up there. One Storm could hit 4 of those Lurkers. A double Storm could kill 4 Lurkers fairly easily, and that's the risk of bunching up your Lurkers. It concentrates their fire a lot more, but it's a really risky thing to do against Protoss. But I guess see, that Storm killing 2 Lurkers and badly damaging a 3rd there. But I guess Julyzerg at this point just feels like, who cares? I've got so much of an advantage. Actually, he has taken a sixth base. I'm sorry, he has taken a sixth base now. I'm not sure if he'd taken that when I was talking about before, but he has now. But Jaliserg is completely out macroing Jaehoon. At this point, he probably figures that, oh, I can just Sauron and just throw units at him and it'll be fine. And oh, Doom! This is probably a Doom drop going on there, uh, and this may finish off Jaehoon because Julyzerg is nearly mined out of his main, which means Jaehoon probably is mined out of his main, which means he's running off two bases essentially. Even if he has a few spots left at his main, he's running off two bases. This is going to cut off one of his two bases, so he's going to be running at basically one base. Slipped out there. In any case, it's been half destroyed by the previous attack, and a lot of probes were killed and forces and that sort of thing. Anyway, so now this base is completely gone. Yeah, this is curtains for Jaehoon. Any possible chance he had before is gone now. Having basically lost his base, he's just probe suiciding into the Hydralisk fire. Last ditch, desperate attempt to do some damage here on Jaliserg. But Jaliserg can afford to lose this base. Jaehoon has lost all of his other bases that were mining, so you know, it's just a matter of time until he picks off this base. So Jaliserg is going to take game one, and like I said before, that means that he is basically going to go on to the next game. And I'm not sure that they don't. It's not pre-announced what the order is, so NBC game will basically have to pick someone else now to play against Julyzerg. And like I was saying before, NBC, they just they don't have any good players right now. They just they don't. And there goes the GG. They just don't have the players at the moment. The STX has a lot of pretty good. They have a few really good players, and they have a few more good players. And so STX, I feel, is probably set to take this pretty easily because NBC has gotten rid of all their good players in the last couple seasons. They used to have Julyzerg, and admittedly he wasn't doing too well when he was on their team, but they got rid of him, and now he's just soaring. And I think in interviews he has partly attributed that to the fact that he really likes being on the STX team, the atmosphere and everything. NBC game also used to have Bisu. They got rid of Bisu because he was in a little bit of slump. I mean, Bisu in a slump is better than most of the players they have. So, and yeah, they're trying to cheer up Jaehoon there, I guess. Maybe he's asking what happened there. But yeah, NBC has a couple good players to throw in here. They have C. C is pretty good as long as it's not an individual league, and so he is probably going to be their ace for this matchup. Ruby's okay, even though I hate him. But I'm just not sure who else they can throw in here. Anyway, so that's game one. I'm gonna just move on to game two. Thank you guys for listening.